Hello. Today is a shiny day, cold but shiny, and I thought it's somewhat nice day to get this. This is bigger and this is smaller, eye-sized gravel that we are taking to the beach. There is this small ditch that I did some video ago, and now I'm filling it up with that gravel only. Now my thought has been in a heater, and we will see. Does it want to start? It's almost like a 5 degrees. Yeah. Warm is warm. Yeah, I need to take, there is a shovel, but I might want to take white shovel with me this time. There is this sharp, I mean this, not this broken one, but the shape of this, this should be repaired sometime. I mean repaired. Last time I did work with this, the handle is plastic, so it went broke very easily. But this was the shape of the shovel that I meant. And well, I will repair one day this handle. Some kind, maybe like this, or what I will come up to. But anyway, I need to do some kind of handiwork when I'm getting that gravel. Also, we will see how much it will get from that pile, because this tractor is light. It won't scoop up hefty amounts. If it weighs more, maybe then, but I think it will stay there. Somebody is phoning me. Uh, 7 million thousand different messages. Anyway, now we take this off and this off, and off we go. Hopefully. No guarantees, of course. Some air protection. Let's see. A little bit glow plugs to, glow to do its job. Perhaps not necessary, but I will do it anyways with every machine, except in summer. No need. Let's see. Oh, yeah, nice. Come on, oh. Oh. Faster, hurry. bumpy road. Well, I think that's maybe enough. And if not, we will take another go. How much there is exactly? Yeah, I think that's enough. Maybe. Hey, off we go. Pretty cold out here now. I think it was like first night when the temperatures plummet under zero, so first night when freezing temperatures has arrived. It's like one milestone every year after the warm season. Alright. There is the ditch. I did some handiwork last time when I was here. And now we are back with some gravel. I think the first batch should be, well, let's see. Let's see. I did disperse this as much I could from the pile of dirt that I did leave here. And well, at least one bucket more of this gravel. And whole thing why I'm doing this is because there is this hill that will bring water down here, and there is two ditches, and between there is this road, and it will collect that water pretty much here. Not all of it, but most of it anyway. So the ditch is coming here somewhere, and now that I made a small ditch here, it will collect the water first, and when the water levels will start to rise, there is this small line to the place where is this pipe is, and it's full of this gravel as well. So it will go through this gravel, but not this clay and dirt, so it's easy to state that this will eat all the water, hopefully all the way, that it won't start to flood these yards and go under this cabin. I think I have one video that shows how bad the situation was before I well, it's a long story, but in short, I have this pipe beneath this earth, yeah, but only thing that didn't work was the installment of the pipe cover, this blanket. It did say that it's water, how was it? Well, not waterproof at least. And I just believed that, okay, this is fine. I wrapped around this whole pipe with it all the way to the beach, and that video is proof that no, that's not the case. That blanket was not seeping through any water. So I did rip it open, and when I did that, well, the flooding was gone like a half an hour, whole thing, and there was lots of it. That water, I mean. And I'm sorry if these sounds are loud, but I have to make this thing by hand. I don't want this gravel to go waste right like there. Well, obviously it will go somewhat waste, but still it's lesser than by just dumping this whole thing in the bucket, from the bucket I mean. Whew. I might even say now I almost know what is to be like a coal someone who works with a coal with a shovel. Maybe it's not same way, but same thing. you just keep pouring stuff in all the time. And obviously this thing will collect dirt in it and such in a time, but still before it does that, there is this layer of gravel that won't go away like never. So even these trees roots are not a problem. But as long there is this gravel layer, water won't float above it. And for the safety extra, what do you want to call it? Measures, we are bringing one extra bucket of this gravel to here, just because. The more this layer is high, how I can say it, not more, let's just say the higher is the higher is the layer of this gravel than the basic ground itself, the less it will start collect stuff to it that will like well make stuck this let's just say screen that this gravel will provide when it's sitting here. The leaves and the grass maybe sometimes will conquer this place for itself, but even still there is more rock than dirt and other stuff to accumulate any kind of green growth from middle here, because every nature growing thing needs some kind of dirt to grow. So I am sorry for the loud noises. Well, shovel will stay here, like so. And one more bucket full. There is a whole place, so under here, and the rest back there. And then we are golden, hopefully. Whew. Now let's take some pictures, of course, because why not? Off we go again. Woo. And for the, well, not reference, because I don't have fast time reference points, but as you can now see, even with this temperatures, like I mentioned, like 5 degrees or somewhat Celsius, tractor is heating up pretty nicely. And in the past, well, that was not the case. So yeah. And when it goes to red zone, and like it will penetrate the red zone, and after that it plummets down super fast. Nice. But in the past, this tractor doesn't even rise the temperature, like, well, eventually yes, but not like this. Not even near. Not even the same day we are not speaking same kind of results. Now we are seeing almost it's penetrating the red zone, and down it goes when it does. We'll see it very soon, hopefully. Yeah. There we go. And like you see now, it's plummeting so fast. And now we have full bucket of gravel and off we go again. See if I can somewhat had to shake it that most of the gravel won't drop off from the bucket. So yeah, I am feeling very good. I never thought this way that I could drive these cold weathers with this tractor. Somebody might think that I am idiot. Why did I not repair it before? Well, there is few things why not, but let's just say the amount of work that I have put in this forest farm, let's just say, is so immense. And well, before I get this camera, my priorities were very different like than now. And let's just say, well, it was behind my mind like every year that why I don't repair this. It's very complicated to tell the reasons now that I even thinking myself why not, because there is so much involved before these snowstorms that might eventually come to do these works with this smaller tractor. But yeah, I think that was just a, well, not so important thing to do. But, well, if I had done that in the past, well, I don't know. But when you have so much to do and you have to think what's the priorities, well, in first you thought, well, you do not anymore, like in this fall, need these machines to do your chores. But time is different now. And now that it's repaired, no matter the weather, I can use this machine as all the three now. I mean, two of them in the past, but now these three overall. Now I fill that hole first, and then the rest is going. Rest is going to there. Behind of this, I mean here. And like you see now, it doesn't have to be big one. And of course I tried to hack these roots, but there is so many roots here that I thought, okay, I just make some kind of ditch deep enough that it will collect the water to here where it starts to be this gravel itself. So this will collect the water, especially in spring. That is the one thing that almost floods this place as well, because the ground is frozen and so on, but the pipe is open and it's full of this gravel. Nothing that will get froze, so it will eat all the water that comes in pretty easily. And next spring we will see how does this thing work. Oh. Okay. Little bit more. Maybe up here still. Okay. Little bit spreading. That way. As you can now see, if water once come to here, well, it won't catch up the waters that are from going somewhere there. They might come here anyway, but what are coming from this ditch to here, it has one only way to here to here. And if I might see some other problems, there's still this one smaller ditch at the cabin's wall, so won't be problem. I think I won't drive there. I will shovel these things where they need to be. Won't be a bad job. Little exercise won't hurt. But I don't know. I'm sorry if you are becoming seasick because of my swaying. But this is so hectic work that I should upgrade my camera's quick connector couplings to these magnetic ones that I can pick up the camera and put it in tripod like a click, and when I don't need it I will take it from the tripod and click to my headband. It's so fast. But I have had this only one connector, and it won't help because every time I had to change something, I have to have this magnetic coupler with it, because I don't have these spare ones that will connect to this DJI's main body. It has this magnetic circle in it, and there is these side clips that are connecting the, securing itself to the main body. So if I will take that off, I cannot use this camera at all, like in that tripod or anything. So I might buy at least 2 these magnetic connectors to my camera setup, that it will make it so much better than like now it is. Because now you can be in a tripod to see what I'm doing, but we have to bear this situation. I am sorry, but if this, by the way, I should try these stabilizers that this camera contains. There is so much of them, but I have to make some kind of research what they are doing, so that I don't have to try them myself, all them, because this camera designers has the knowledge already. I just have to know which is better to use. There is these presets that will tell if you are like driving, hiking. Well, I think they mean how much there is a speed and bumps, jumps, so much movement that otherwise the viewing experience would be something else than just seeing some pictures. So, but I will research and I might check if this that is on right now is enough or okay. And if it's not, I will change that. Yeah. I am still pretty new at these things. so don't judge me if I'm doing something stupid. I'm not doing it by like I'm meaning it. Let's see, I should dump this, but this is so so close to be empty anyway, so that I will pour it out by hand. Come on now. Rest can go here. There we go. Well, like I mentioned, next spring will tell us does this work or not. If there is no like any pools of water somewhere near here, then I might assume this This ditch will does as I thought it would. Collect the whole amount of water what these defreezing waters will bring. Now that you can think whole hill and my yard and every single bit of freezing stuff, ice, water and snow itself, most of it might dissipate, but I think the rest of will come from the hill down here. So this little installation was essential, this whole thing. And of course this whole yard. I should show you what kind of, I might have, no any guarantees, have some pictures what this yard has been. I mean, what was it look like in the past and compared to now. This was full of, let's just say, stumps, big rocks and somewhat big trees, and it was like not a ditch, but there was this big hole almost in the middle. So you can think what happened if this ground pipe, does it work? Yes, you did not see any kind of water, but when did it go broke? I don't know. But in these years, let's just say spring, I did notice that something is wrong because water levels start to appear here and in the middle as like when it doesn't never done that before. And now that it did, I think, okay, this secret underground pipe was perhaps got broken somewhere. It won't eat water anymore. And well, as I did use my excavator to, I did transfer quite amount of dirt away from here, and it was full of clay. Now it's somewhat clay-ish dirt and perhaps more sand in it than it before it was. I don't know, it won't perhaps seep any water through it because of that clay that it's containing, but that's why this maybe, I don't know, can you see it, but it's more cubic now, that it will pour its waters all around here. And if it's coming here, and of course it will, there is a 80 millimeters pipe inside that gravel, and I did put big rocks, you might see few in it before and after the installing, so it will somewhat handling these heavy machines top of it. Hopefully, no guarantees, of course. But as I have been driving over it somewhat in this year, it seems that it will handle this. And now, of course, there is this ground cable that will power up this sauna and outhouse and firewood shack building, and it's all the way this pipe is covering it. But anyway, I should show you if I find those pictures, because I would want to show you the very start of those projects. What I can say, it was so intense because I did get stuck with this tractor middle of here, and there was so much stuff, and I bring my this whole cargo of this dirt here so many times, over like I don't remember 20 times. I mean, this has so deep hole in it when I take that, let's just say, bad ground off and bring new one in. Now this ground will hold cars and these heavy machines much more better than the last ground that was in here. It almost, well, let's see. Oh. This is the, well, as you can see, I did not do anything when I did drive my excavator here, and now this tractor. This land, well, not land marking, but as you can see, it won't get, let's just say 5 centimeters deep markings to the ground. And it won't get any deeper than that, this whole thing. And I should maybe perhaps put some kind of ground dirt, something to this smaller ditch that's in here, but I do that in next spring, that I can evaluate the thing that the waters will collect from there to this pipe that goes under here to there. And after that, if it's okay, I will level this ground better. But yeah, now let's drive back in my yard. Oh. I will take a picture before we go last time. Come on now. Yeah. There we go. Apples. I've been eating them like a madman, but even still this tree will overcome my hunger. They are tasting so good. This is the amount that has come from there, those big trees. Quite a bit of dry logs. Nice. There we go. Oof. There we go. I should level this behind of this tractor. Tractor shacks behind, level it a little bit and use this gravel. As you can see, it won't, this water will stay here, it won't go anywhere. So should be done someday, same thing, that put some gravel and well, make it almost that way that it will leak that water outwards. Or, well, not leak anyway. That it won't collect that water in it. Yeah. So that kind of work I should continue sometime, clean my workshop as well. I thought that one day I will take this big trailer and all these smaller let's just say toothpicks are going away. I am not even wasting any of my time to them, that I would make them like firewood. Someone might shout waste. Well, it is waste, but almost the time that I'm using to make this to firewood is waste also, because they are not, even they are dry, okay, but they are so small that the time I'm using to make these smaller ones to firewood, that is a waste of time. My grandparents thought otherwise. Well, they did not have all this new, let's just say, new heating systems that are in our possession in this era that we are living. So I understand why did they collect those all the way, even the smallest branches and so on. But in my case, not even the sauna is not the right place for them to use, because you should just have to pour more and more and more frequently. But there is these good sized, somewhat bigger than branches, that I will grind smaller to firewood, like this one. I will show you this kind of wood, if you mind. There are some smaller as well, yeah, but anyway. Oh, ditches, I almost fell to my nose. Yeah, that kind of job. And I thought it was a good thing to do before the winter itself becomes, and that we did successfully. Yeah, these kind of small chores I am doing in here in my little forest farm, or what do you want to call it anyway. I'm not a farmer. I should be, that I am keeping my, well, in my case, that is more work than it is maybe somewhat used to me, but at least I have a land if I have to start farming, and I have the tools and somewhat of the knowledge, yeah. But that would be a different story than doing this somewhat working and, what do you want to call this? Living in the lands, but it's providing me. So, yeah, well, there's much to do still. That was a small portion of that thing. And here is my kitty cat. Meow meow. Yeah. So, there is some video editing. The tractor, this series have been, let's just say it's been full of work, like in real life, and this digital, I mean video editing, so on. Huge project to me to compile. And well, as you have been maybe seen those, and if you have not, well, go check it. It's, I have not done cutting. Somewhat small portions are cut out. It will show you somewhat detailed or not so detailed manners, how this whole thing occurred, and how I did things, and so on. And well, these small jobs that you did see today are now basically, well, it's possible now because that heating thing, it did so easily start. Well, obvious reasons, yeah. But in the past you should have seen what kind of battle was it always to even start it. That even the smallest work I had to use this big Ford to do. And it's like a 2 spoons job with a like a big kettle or something similar. Small things and huge machine to do. Oh my god. Well, it did do the work, yeah, but the scale was stupid. But anyway, now we are golden. And well, I don't know. I have to ponder and think what is perhaps the next in the priority list to do. And there is lots of these well, videos that I have been already taken, but they are in video editing this line. I'm editing these videos as they go, and I mean when I'm publishing them, they are coming out in the order somewhat that I have been like I do them. I mean video shooting and the publishing are happening, well, they are coming a little bit, let's just say, late, obvious reasons, but I try to keep some kind of order in these publishings that I am not picking like this video now and this video now and that video then and so on. And there might be some of those, yeah, okay. But at least I'm trying to keeping some kind of track of those shooting dates that I'm not shooting. I mean, releasing videos that are in shooted in winter and and I'm releasing them like in the middle of summer. No, so that some kind of order is in those publishing things. So, but there might be some videos that might not see the light. Maybe, I don't know. But at least some kind of editing perhaps. But I will do this as my pace is okay, and I am filming pretty much every single job that I'm doing. It might not be very interesting topic, I don't know, but at least those things that are related, maintaining, no matter the target, I'm being zooming this white cabin. It should have new painting on it, meaning these old paints should go away, and after that repaint it. That is extremely long taking project because I'm doing it like by myself most of the time, and it's somewhat hideous because that old paint is, I don't know, it's not, let's just say it is more like a rubber than a paint. So taking it off from the walls in themselves. Grinder job, I think, and some kind of, well, blade, whatever. But I have to make sure that I will preserve that panel under that rubber paint as much as I can. And the new paint will be water, based on water. So it will breathe, and if I have to renew it, it won't be so pain to renew. Because that paint is not breathing. It's, like I said, like a rubber. The moisture underneath that paint will come out okay, it won't get mold, but at same time it will detach this paint from the wood, and it will slice, it become off with these small slices and somewhat, and I hope it will not be a pain to get out. I will get off. But it is job that I have to do, perhaps when it starts. Well, I can do it while it's snowing, if my grinder can handle this weathers, and I mean these temperature differentials, because if it's more than like 10 degrees Celsius frozen environment, excuse me, but these well, those machines can perhaps handle them, but I don't know anything how that rubber comes off the wall. In these conditions, maybe better. I want to think so, but time will tell. That is a big project, and when I'm starting that, I try to do everything else before that. and everything else is what I mean by that is when you are doing those kind of big projects, you want to do it all the way and all the time, because keeping some kind of break from it, well, I don't know, it feels wrong. So when you are doing something, you want to do it from the very start to end on the one go, if it is possible. And that case, now with these kind of weather conditions, I want to do everything else before the weather is going so bad that I have to even get more clothes on than this. And now I'm being like in a comfort zone. Even my fingers are not cold, even it's like somewhat 5 degrees. But I will show you the hideous work. I perhaps will shoot holding, and I will fast forward it. There is 4 walls that has to be to work 2 times at least. There I have heard that there might be good thing to make this base painting first, meaning 3 times I have to do this whole thing. Old paints off, base paint, and the top of the base paint, the final color and so on. We have to see that, but not now. There might be even a month still before it's starting to rain, snow, so there is so much to do, and I want to do them before I'm doing something that kind of work. But yeah, and one thing I already might mention was this Ford excavators brakes. Those one maybe Ford doesn't have to do anything maybe in this year anymore, so it would be perhaps okay to do, even if it's well, we will see. But like I said, I want to make it sure that it will break when I need to its brakes. And if I'm starting that project, I need to do it all the way from the start to finish, maybe same time. And also these oils should be changed. Anyway, this kind of some small work and perhaps video log. More will come, and then there is also few things that I like to do in my free time. I have that so much. I will show you. There is 2 kinds of things that I'm doing, but I will shoot them and you can see them when I'm doing them. So I'm not telling anything about them because they are some continuously doing things. There is no end to them, I mean. So anyway, well, I'm stopping filming here. Hopefully you liked it, what you saw, and leave a comment and like this video and follow me to the next videos. They are coming when I'm doing them and so on. and publishing them also. So, to the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.